Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to Sunshine Auto's Season 3 iRacing League Race 2. I messed those up a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, hello, welcome back. It's Race 2. We got 2 races this evening, 2 20-minute races, just like always, here at the Twin Ring Motegi? Something like that. I don't quite know how to say it. It's Japanese. It's in Japan. It's Twin Ring. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's late in the evening here, 9 PM. It's kind of late in Sim too. And we got 9 minutes left of the practice session before the qualifying starts. Let's have a look at how many drivers we have connected right now quickly. If I can sort my layout stuff out. Let's have a quick look. Where is the button that I want? This button. We have 20 drivers connected right now, it seems. This practice session. I wouldn't take any of these practice results too seriously. I've seen quite a few people memeing it up. But yeah, we're up to 20 people in the session. Yeah, it's going well. Let's see what happens this evening, this race. There's a hell of a lot of esports happening around. A ton of like virtual racing and stuff. I know there's like Formula 1 and stuff happening right now, which is ridiculous. But yeah, we got a quick track video guide by Riley Downley, the Ridewag himself. So I'll pass it to him. This might be really loud. If it is, I'm sorry, but here we go. Let's have a look at the quick track guide video. Also, that YouTube thing isn't me. That was him. Good job.
That's right, everyone. Get involved, and when you do get involved, make sure you use Josh's referral code to give him some credits. That way he can do some more iRacing, maybe. Here's the standings from the last week. As you can see, Druis was leading the pack there, and followed up by Riley Downey, then Steph, Bob, etc., etc. It's all right there. If you want to link to that, I'm sure someone's posting it. Make sure you guys got your spotter guides for this week. Little thing that got worked on. The black holes are people who couldn't connect to the race. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We're at Twin Ring, Motegi East. A lot of people were banking on this one for the last 2 seasons, but it never actually got in. But this time we said, all right, let's put it in. 11 turns. There's 3 configurations of this track. There's a GP, an oval, and then East. We're running the East layout, which is 3.4 kilometers. It should be pretty drafty. Make sure you look out for those crazy dive bombs and this early morning sunrise race. And here is the lap guide. All right, everyone. Welcome to Twin Ring Motegi East. We are coming out of Hairpin Curve here. That's what it's called. This is the downhill straight. So this is where the race starts. You come up towards the downhill area here. In the bottom left, you can see the telemetry for accelerator, brake, and clutch. This lap was a 128 or 7.7. This is 90-degree corner, down to 3rd gear here, bringing it out to the curb. Slight brake here. This corner doesn't have a name, but this is now turn 3. And then, okay, that was 4. Okay, then the little S thing here. And, okay, where are we on the map? Okay, I think this, okay, which one's this? This is, I don't even know. Turn 5? Here's the Bridgestone corner. This is flat out right here. Right here, nice and flat. Bring it out, bring it back in. Right here, brake a little bit earlier than you would think. Up the S curve, that's what this one's called. Keep it a little bit tighter to the left and then to the right, bring it over. You can track out here, and then you're going to be braking hard into V corner, is what this one's called. Turn 9 on the GP layout, but this is not turn 9. And then coming up here to turn 10, back to hairpin curve. Quick little lap here, 127.792. Should be about a 14 lap race, 15 laps. Everyone enjoy the show. This is Twin Ring Motegi, the only place where Danica Patrick got her one of her wins in IndyCar on the oval. There's an oval here. Yeah, crazy. Okay, enjoy. Back to you.
Oh, I think I caught that a little early. Alright, anyway, whatever. He just says back to you, etc, etc. Hello, welcome back. That was Riley's track guide video thing, kind of. A little bit. Yeah, he mentioned the standings. I got the standings here. We can have a look. So, Druis is in the lead with his 36 points. He got 11 points in race 1 last weekend. Or last race, and then 25 points. He won the second race last weekend. So that puts him at first place with 36. And then in second and third, or both in second, or both in third, I'm not sure how that works, is Riley Downey and Steph Venhoof, both with 29 points. Took different ways to get there. Steph obviously won the first race last weekend. But Riley just got pretty consistent race 1 and 2. Whereas Steph had a pretty unlucky race 2. And then, yeah, rounding out, we got the rest with a few points. There's quite a few people with no points. They'll be trying to get some today, hopefully. There's 2 races each weekend, so you got some chances. And to remind you of the format, we'll have a qualifying session for race 1. So you qualify for your starting position in race 1. Then we do a 20-minute race. Then we have a short break. And then the second race of the evening is another 20-minute race. We'll have reverse grid order of the top 10 drivers. So first will start in 10th, second in 8th, down to 10th, which will start then in first. So if you can get up to 10th, at least, in the first race, you'll be in a really good spot for the second race. If you're in 11th, then tough luck. You're still 11th. Alright, 2.5 minutes left of this practice session. Let's have a look at what times people are doing. Maybe someone's doing something interesting. Is anyone out on track right now? Yeah, there's... Ooh, here we go. Here's Henry Pitcairn. This is when I start pronouncing people's names again. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Yeah, here's Pitcairn. I know that's not how you say it, but I'm going to say it like that. Who's currently in 6th place with a 128.2. A 127.6. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Matthew Warner is currently in first place with a 127 flat. Let's see if I can have... Oh, no, they're not out at the moment, I don't think. No, they're not. Cedric Gilbrat is in second place with a 0.4 behind. There's a massive gap between Matthew Warner and Cedric Gilbrat at the top. But I feel like there's probably some corner-cutting shenanigans involved with that. Let's see if I can get another camera angle of someone. There we go. It's Henderson Knox, who's currently in 5th place, 127.5. Yeah, there's a lot of people at the top times who are 127.5. Whereas Matthew has a 127 flat, which is pretty suspicious to me. And yeah, most people are in the 127s. The upper half of the 127s. A few people in the 128s. But we've got a few stragglers at the bottom. But mostly it seems like everyone's got the same sort of pace and practice. So that's a good start. Looks promising for the race. I'm not sure about this circuit. I've never driven here, like most of the circuits that the season's going to. But it's got a few straights, like Riley said in the track video. It's pretty drafty, so there's probably going to be a lot of overtaking happening, a lot of dives into corners and stuff, as people get the slipstream behind each other down the straights. Should be a good time. There's also an extra bonus this race weekend. We have a spotter's guide. If we ask the bot what the spotter's guide is, the bot will link this spotter's guide image. I'm not sure how I can do this. Oh yeah, beautiful. That's editing for you. So here's like this image. It should show you all the car liveries and car numbers and who's from what country and stuff. Some of them might be inaccurate because this was made last weekend and probably need updating, as a few people have changed their numbers and stuff. But for the most part, this would be good. So if you want to have a look at that, that will be in the is in the title of the stream, If you're watching this on YouTube, I've hopefully put it in the description. If I haven't, shout at me in the comments, all 6 people. And yeah, here we go. This is qualifying starting. Alright, if I bring up my overlay stuff again. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at the quali ticker. Alright, so is anyone out on track? We've got Henry... Yep, Pitterkin. It's first out on track. He's warming his tyres up. I can't remember what tyre model these cars are on, but I assume they want warm tyres, not cold ones. We'll see. So we'll follow Pitterkin here for a bit. See what kind of times he can put in at the start. Is Matthew out? Maybe. Oh, I just realised my the overlay program didn't crash between sessions. That's good. That's useful. Yeah, everyone confused in the chat as to why I'm streaming at this time. This is me commentating this series. This series happens at 8 PM. The session starts at 8 PM UK time. It's a good time for, like, you know, Europeans, but also Americans to join. You know, everyone can get involved. As opposed to have it being, like, you know, a good time for Europeans only. So yeah, it's pretty late for me. We'll probably be done around 10 PM, I think, my time. No, 11 PM my time, because it starts at 9, yeah. Alright, here we go. Warming tyres. Last corner. Big sweeping right-handers. This whole track has a lot of long corners, long hairpinny corners, couple S's, a lot of straights. Alright, here we go. First qualifying lap of Pitterkin. See if he gets it clean. Let's ride on board, shall we? We can do that. We have the technology. Here's the gyro cam. So we'll do this pit. We'll do this lap on board. So first corner, big right-hand hairpin. Not that big, actually. Then here's this weird corner onto this bridge, into this S. Sweeps to the left. Uphill, round we go. Then to the right. Then a quick S, suddenly to the left. And then move over to the side of the track. A little bit of a straight. Maybe passing opportunities down here in the race. We'll have to see. Get it slowed down for the first. The next corner. First corner? The next corner, Josh. Around the corner. Underneath a bridge again. Japanese tracks sure do love their bridges. Around we go. You could say there's lots of S. You could say that, yes. Left again, and then into the other S, right. Back around the hairpin. Oh, not the hairpin. Big corners, though. Ooh, a little bit of a weave here. Maybe still warming his tyres. Might not be going for a fast lap. See what time they get, though. Yeah, this is definitely still a warm-up lap. Warming his tyres still. Maybe he wasn't happy with the lap, just wants to warm it up. Alright, round the final corner. So we are running the shorter of the layouts, I believe. This is the east layout, as Riley said in the track video. I would imagine the GP layout is extended in certain areas, and obviously the oval is not really a racetrack. Alright, round we go. Let's see if we can get a good lap this time. Lap times are coming in. Riley set a good lap. 128 in first place right now. 128.4. But it's early days. We've got a 20-minute practice qualifying session. We'll see who can do what. Oh, you've changed your paint since it was done, Burka? Okay, rip. Alright, goes wide. Little wide, yeah, doesn't touch the apex. There we go. A little bit of a shift error there. Touch that apex. Doesn't go out wide here. Gets it over to the right. Prepares for the S. To the left. Get it. Momentum turned around to the right. Very tricky to do that. All these Japanese tracks seem to love these S's. Here we go again. Round to the left. Trails out wide a bit. Slowly gets it over to the right. See where he brakes, actually. Braking just before the 50-meter boards. Gets it round. Keeps it in all the way. Goes out left. And that is a time of 128.2. That puts Pitterkin into 3rd place. Currently, though, Matthew Warner has a 1:27.6. So Matthew isn't just doing some cheesy stuff in the practice session. He is pretty damn quick. That puts him over almost half a second ahead of 2nd place of Ian Lane. It's crazy. Crazy fast. Let's have a look at one of his laps. Are we in Fuji? I don't know where the track is. I've had a very busy few weeks. I haven't had much time to prepare for this, unfortunately. So I'm coming into this a little blind, but it's alright. I'll try to just focus on camera work and seeing the action. Not too fussed about the lore details. Right, is anyone else on a fast lap? Ooh, Cedric Gibrat. Gibrat. Oh my god, the names. Yeah, Cedric Gibrat set a 1:27.4. So he's almost on Matthew Warner here, but let's see if Matthew gets a better lap time this time. Full send. Livery. Ooh, is that wide? I can't tell. I don't know these cars too well, and I've never driven at this track, so it's very difficult for me to judge anyone's driving. I'll have to try to learn it as I'm watching. Whoa, big lock up there. Someone goes straight off. Didn't even try that corner. Alright, around the last bend. Ooh, that looks pretty wide. Maybe it's just a late apex. It's okay, we'll see. And across the line, it's a 1:27.4. Doesn't beat their best. Still in 1st place, though. 1:27.399. Let's see what Gibrat's up to. Gibrat. I'm going to keep saying this different every time. Oh, he come around the last corner. Also kind of a late apex there, so I guess that's just how they take it. Here we go, across the line. Is he going to beat his time? Ooh, just about. A 1:27.425. That is only 26 milliseconds between Gibrat and Warner here for 1st place. That's pretty damn close. Yeah, Warner with a 27.399 and Gibrat with a 1:27.425. Still 12 minutes of the session left. See if anyone can do anything. Meanwhile, down in 1st place, we've got Riley. Oh! Join him right as we have a crash. Interesting. Let's have a look. What the hell happened here? Oh, I see. He was just leaving the pit lane. Trying to warm his tyres, perhaps. Bit of memery, maybe. Yeah, as cars go past. What did he do? Oh, he just loses it. He was just trying to warm his tyres and just lost it. Oh, dear. Alright. Well, I was going to tell you that Riley's in 3rd place right now with a 1:27.8. But that's 0.04 of a second behind 2nd place. So that's quite a big gap. The top 2 drivers seem to be in a different class here. I think Ericsson hit him. Yeah, maybe. Alright, here comes Gibrat around again. Setting another lap time. Let's see if this one's improved at all. No, just barely misses out again. 1:27.4. Meanwhile, Warner's actually done a 1:27.2 at the top here. Why can I not? Okay, there we go. That was kind of weird. Yeah, it was Warner set a 1:27.2, so even faster. Yeah, Warner PB'd again. Let's follow him around, shall we? Let's go on board with him for a bit. See what happens here. Ooh, bit of traffic coming up. Is it someone doing hot laps, or is it someone just warming their tyres? See if it influences it all. It may actually help. We have open qualifying sessions, and these cars are quite slipstreamy down the straights. So if you could get a good slipstream from someone, you could probably set a good time. But obviously that requires cooperation between the drivers, and it may not be mutual, the cooperation. Warner that time 1:27.6. Not quite improving. Let's have a look at Riley, shall we? What's Riley up to? Oh, Riley, hello. Here's the slipstream happening. This is outlap. So he's got a 120, sorry, a 140 on his outlap. But there's a big train of cars happening here. Do I see some slipstream happening at the front there? Yeah, between some drivers up front of him. Oh, someone goes off a little bit. Oh, he's blocking. Oh, bump drafting right on him around the corner. I don't know if Riley's lost any time to that. Through the S's. Or one of the sets of S's. Whoa, a little aggressive driving there. Desperately trying to not let him get the slipstream. Big train of cars happening as the sun starts setting. I don't know if it's setting or rising. Either way, it's getting dark. Must be setting, I suppose. Headlights are on. People are blocking. Yeah, it's Bob Poplet blocking Riley here. But we'll see what happens. There's a few more laps left. 9 minutes of the session left. Get some good laps in, maybe. Any changes at the top? Matthew Warner does a 127 flat. Matching his practice time. Damn. That's 4/10 faster than Gibrat. Who's 4/10 faster than Riley. Okay, we may have some speed differences at the top here. The mid pack is pretty damn close though. But I don't think anyone can touch Warner right now. He's almost a full second faster than Riley in third. Alright, well, we might get some slipstreaming happening. Maybe Warner's been helped by some slipstream action. That might be what's happened here. No, Riley seems a little too far back to be getting too much from Poplet in front. Train of cars, though. In this practice session. Let's see. Ooh, Knox actually beats Riley. Gets to third place with 127.7. Few tenths faster. Oh, and then Luca. How do I say that? Luca, I think. Luca gets into third now with another 127.7, but just ever so slightly faster than Knox. Stick with Riley at the end of this lap. See if he can get any slipstream from Poplet in front. I still think he might be a little too far back, but we'll see what happens. These free cars might be setting some good times. Let's see if Poplet improves. Riley, though, only a 128.2. No improvement for Riley. Poplet moves into 11th with a 128 flat that lap. Let's have a look, see what Warner's up to. Is he getting any slipstream? Warner is getting... No, he's giving slipstream. No, he is receiving. I'm blind. This is... Yeah, he's receiving slipstream from... I think that is Noah Johnson in front. I think I recognize the car. Number 15 in front of him. Yes, that's right. So Warner is getting slipstream here, so that might be why he's setting some fast times. Takes it very tight in there. Oh, as Johnson goes off. No, I think he's just trying to take the place away from Warner here. But it might be too little too late. Oh, as Warner goes really wide around the final corner. May have messed up a good lap there. Let's see what time he has at the end. Yeah, 128. Hard to know if he would have set a PB with that corner being right. But I don't think that costs 1.5 seconds. Meanwhile, now Noah behind him. Getting the slipstream from the fast guy. No, as he pulls over. Okay, never mind. Right, it's like, call it out. Alright, Noah gets a little bit of slipstream. We'll stick with him. In 8th place currently. With a 127.8. Oh, now down into 9th. Oh, now down into 10th. Some fast laps are being set here. As Poplet goes into 4th place. Of a 27.6. Riley go 127.5. Still, though, no one can touch Warner's top time. 127 flat. Crazy lap. 5 minutes left. Around the S's we go. Another set of them. And then back to the left. Very space efficient, these Japanese circuits. Lots of S's, lots of left and right. Through the center field. Not too much flat ground available in Japan for racetracks. But it does result in some unique circuits. Here we are. Noah goes across the line with a 128 flat. Doesn't get too much from the slipstream. Maybe makes a mistake somewhere. As Poplar comes out, warming his tyres in front. People coming out of the pit lane, zigzagging pretty aggressively to get temperature into their tyres. As Tommy Toe comes out of nowhere, maybe just joining the session, setting some lap times, gets a 127.3. Do we have someone who could maybe challenge Warner's 127 flat? Let's stick with Toe for a bit. Everyone else seems a little bit too far back to set anything too fast. It looks like Steph, one of our race winners from last weekend, is just set an out app time, so he might be setting a time in a minute. We'll stick with Toe for a minute though. Coming up to the last bend. Don't think he's getting any slipstream from the car in front. Maybe giving it, in fact. Around the corner, late apex to the left. And it looks like a pretty good lap. Not quite. 127.7. Stick keeps with his best, 127.3. Still closest to Warner yet. Let's have a look at Steph. Steph's actually in the pit lane right now. Maybe having some issues. Might not be qualifying this race. We'll see what happens. Some of your paints aren't updated. Hit control 5. Oh, right. That's a good point. I should open that program. Ah, no. Thanks, Riley. I forgot to open the Trading Paints program just in time. Just time for the race to start. Alright, let's actually get some action. Let's have a look at Gibrat, who's now down into third with less than 100th of a second between him and Toe. So he'd be looking to try to get second, if not first. Meanwhile, Pitterkin into fourth place now, 127.5. Also very close. Kind of a tight battle for second place. Don't think anyone can match Warner though. Only 2 minutes left in the session here. Coming up to the final corner. See if Gibrat's lap time is good. Oh, bit of a slide there. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Gets the car turned around in any case. Runs to the line. A 127.3. That's enough to put Gibrat into second place. Just barely ekes it out by 11 milliseconds. Jesus. A 127.359 for Gibrat. And a 27.370 for Toe. Let's see if Toe can improve his time. As the sun sets here in Twin Rings. 1 minute of the session left. Can anyone set any last second times? I don't think anyone can beat Warner. Warner's in the pits. He's not even trying. Thanks, PSA, for the 3 months sub. Round we go. Through to the S's. This might be our final lap time setters. Can Toe reclaim second? Potential first. Coming up to the final bend. Big, long, sweeping corner. Late apex on the inside. Comes out to the outside. Keeps it straight. Dart to the line. He tracks inwards slightly. No, it's a 127.8. Not good enough to improve. And here come the memes from Riley. Nice drift. Let's see what Poplet's up to. He's coming up to the line. Can he improve? Currently in 6th place. No, 128.2. Nobody improves at the end here. Alright, so that's qualifying done. Let's have a look at the grid. So, Warner, untouchable at the top, set his 127 flat and then just took a break. Good enough. Gibrat just barely ekes it out in second of 27.3959. Toe right behind, 127.3. Then Pitkin 4th, Downey 5th, Poplet 6th, Luca 7th, Knox 8th, Nicolaou 9th, Lane 10th, Johnson 11th, Moore 12th, Silver 13th, Adams 14th, White 15th, oh my god, Sazabelski 16th, Corutier 17th, Stevenson 18th, Manning 2nd, and Pinoge 20th. I believe that's your lot. Oh, Steph 23rd. I guess Steph didn't set a qualifying lap. That was probably an out lap. Alright, here we go. Can I find a good camera angle? There we are, there's a good one. So yeah, everyone's gridding. First race of the evening. 20-minute race, probably about 15 laps. We'll see what happens. First race of the evening. One more after this. Reverse grid order. People are gridding. There's Warner. I was going to say, where are the top where are the top people? They ain't connected yet. Right, 2 people left. Standing start. No formation laps. No rolling starts. Get off straight away. See who can make it first into the corner at the end of the straight. It's a long straight. A lot of slipstream shenanigans will happen. But starting these cars off the grid is not the easiest thing to do, so I expect some slow starters. So we're going to have some winners and losers here on the grid. Just waiting for the number 363 of Moore to connect. Oh, are we going green? I think we're going green. Green, green, green! Away we go. Toe looks down the inside. That one. Into 2nd place. No, he's falling down the order quite a lot. Here we go, around the first bend. They go side by side. Nobody gets punted. Everybody stays double file. I'm not sure how to say that. The opposite of single. Into the S's we go. Everybody keeping it clean so far. Let's have a look back at Gibrat. See what's happening. We're all good. Front pack. We're going to get some good packs for me. Everyone makes it round. No crashes so far. Everyone keeps it clean. Toe into the lead at the start of the race. Warner loses out in 2nd. Gibrat 3rd. Pitkin 4th. Bit of a battle for 4th. Oh, we got a crash back in the background. I think that's Bob Poplet getting taken out. Let's have a look at the instant replay here. What happened here? Let's have a look with the chopper cam. So we've got Poplar who gets span out. Oh, everybody's getting involved. Riley gets span. Poplar actually doesn't get too bad of it. I think Johnson may have got span out there. Let's take another look at this from a different angle. Let's try this angle. So here we are with Poplar. Rydog touches him on the inside, and then he taps the number 2, and then Riley gets span around. Poplar wins out. Alright, let's go back to live. So now Poplar in 4th place. Distinct packs forming. We have a lead pack of Toe, Warner, and Gibrat. Respective orders. Little pack forming. Toe still keeps to the lead. Warner, who sets a speedy qualifying time, loses out at the start. Meanwhile, the 2nd pack we have, it's Poplar, Knox, Nicolaou, Downey, Silver, Lurker, Lane, and White in this massive pack. Battling for 5th place here. We will keep it. Let's have a look at the front pack. Yeah, they're pretty tight in the front. Oh, is that a tap? There might have been a tap there into that corner. I'm not 100% certain. Here we are, keeping it. Look, they're keeping it all tucked in behind each other. Desperately trying to get any slipstream they can. Warner right on the gearbox of Toe. Toe cuts him off. Takes the racing line. Doesn't give him the door open. Not entitled to give him the space. He's in front. Fully in front. Rounds the corner. 2 to go to the line. He has a look down the insides. Nothing there. Toe holds the racing line. No defensive moves. He's not too worried. Yeah, just holds the nice natural racing line. Really keeps it inside. Around the bend, and everybody makes it. Let's have a look at our second pack. Does everyone get around this bend okay? It's a bit argy-bargy at the back, but I think everybody's good. So back to the front. Warner. Takes a look down the inside. Does he take a dive? He goes down into the corner. We get the switcheroo. Can Toe make it back? He's got the inside line now. Oh, he spins him out on the fucking corner. Somehow Warner holds it. A little bit of a tap there from Toe. A little bit of a pit maneuver. He backs off a bit, intentionally or not. Falls down to the second. Warner holds it. Can this work for Gibrat? He has a look down the insides of Toe. Into the corner. Yes, he makes the pass happen. Toe lets him have it. Bit of a bit of intense racing at the start. But keeping it somewhat clean. Sort of. Just some taps. Let's have a look at the back a bit. We'll move back the pack. Oh, we got... Whoa, what happened here? Poplar goes really wide in the corner. Where is he going? Is that a black flag? He can't just cut the whole course like that. Rejoins. Rejoin check. Rejoin check seems good. Let's have a look. What happened here? So he goes into the corner. Oh, he taps it on the dirt. Loses the rear. Can't get the car stopped and has to go around the... Well, I want to say the long way, but it's more like the short way. But he does lose out on a lot of positions. He probably has quite the hefty black flag for that. Yes, he's down into 11th place now. He was running in, I think, 4th. Meanwhile, our leaders... keeping their order. Warner in first. Gibrat second. Toe in third. Not too many changes here after the little incident. Round the second corner, maybe. Not sure. Let's have a look at our next pack. What's happening back here? Knox getting a bit of a lead. He is almost a second to Silver, who's in 5th. Nicolou in 6th. Almost a second back. But we got drivers behind. Having a look. As Lane... No, Lane slots in behind. Everybody keeps it single file. Around the bend. Nothing crazy happening. Let's take a quick look down the order. Everybody's keeping it good. Where is Steph out of interest? Steph, who didn't set a qualifying time, but is a race winner, is in 15th place, climbing the order. Pretty respectable. I think we have an overtake attempt happening here by Riley on White. No, he gives... Oh, a bit of a queue happening around the bend there as they sort of go 3 wide on front. It is indeed 3 wide down to the final corner. No, now 2 wide. Luca gives it up. Riley makes it a fucking triple though. Triple-double around the corner. That makes sense. We got some winners and lunars around the corner. Yeah, Riley makes it up. Makes some positions up. Back into 8th after his spin early in the race. This is the first race, yes, of the evening. We have another one of these to go with reverse grid order. Round we go. Bit of an overtake happening by Poplar on White. Can he get done? He's got the outside for the next series of S's. No, he lets him has it. Slots back in single file behind. Goes for the slipstream down the straight. Can he make it happen? He may have lost some speed by conceding the corner there. Seems like we're good. Meanwhile, in front, a little bit further, it's the battle for 5th place here, as Knox is now running away with it. Knox in his own, a few seconds up the road, in no man's land between them and the front runners. Everybody making it round here. Seems to have calmed down a bit. Yeah, triple-double, yeah. Lane has a little look. Nothing serious. Just a little angle. Oh, no, he has a serious look here. It's off to the right. Just gets his line early. No, nothing crazy happening here. Let's see, is there anything happening a bit further back? Oh, I think there's an overtake happening here, maybe? No, they're just close by. No, wait, it's the Sazza. Sazza's having a look on Pinoj. Down into turn 1. He's got the speed. Can they get it stopped? No, he gives up. Brakes later. No overtakes attempt here. I think we may have had one a little further up here. Possibly. Let's take it back to our leaders. Let's see what the situation is with the front pack. So, Gibrat still chasing Warner. There's half a second between them. Warner is starting to make his speed known to the other driver. What am I trying to say here? He's leaving them behind. He's getting his lap times in. Now that he's got some clean air in front of him, and he might start running away with this race. Gibrat might not be able to keep it to him, even with the slipstream. Got to remember, just because you're faster down the straights means you have to try to take it slower around the corners, and that's where Warner is making his time up. A little further back, Toe, after his little incident with the leader, slipped down into third. Looks like he might stay there, possibly has damage to the front of that car. I don't see anything, but there probably is, because he is falling down the order a bit. He's in third now, second and a half away from the first two. Meanwhile, in no man's land, all by himself, is Nox in fourth. Broke away from the second pack. Started to form his own in the middle of, yeah, no one else. Probably going to have a pretty lonely race. Unless the guys behind him can get it sorted out and slipstream each other to try to catch up. So yes, here is the second real pack of cars. Silver in 5th, Nicolou in 6th, Lane 7th, Downey 8th, Luca 9th, and Poplet 10th is our next pack of cars that we are currently looking. Yeah, in the middle of no one else. Yeah. Stop quoting the wings I say wrong, chat. A bit of an overtake look here by Riley. And Poplet is right behind Luca as well. See what happens. Keeping it. Oh, he's having a look down the outside of the corner. As Poplet goes down the inside, a little further back. He makes it happen, maybe. Luca gets the inside for this corner. No, he's not alongside him, though. Slots in behind. Does he make anything happen? Does he have a challenge back? No, he's too far back. Gains some speed down the straight. Has a look down the inside, but too far back. Poplet gives him the space, though. Unnecessarily, but doesn't seem to impact him too much. Meanwhile, Downey still behind Lane. Falling back a bit. Poplar moving aggressively to the inside here. Doesn't want the slipstream to go to Luca. Defends the inside, the middle line. Very defensive line here. Costing Poplar time, but he keeps his position. Meanwhile, at the front of the pack, Warner is indeed running away with it. Gibrat is still half a second behind. But Toe is falling down a bit. Starting to be on his own as well. 2 seconds down. Nox is still 6 seconds to Toe, though, so not too much happening at the top. But we do have our mid-pack. Lane, though, fought off the aggression from Downey. Is now catching up Lane, who is also chasing down Nicolou. A little bit of a more distinct packs forming here. Another pack of 4 cars in this battle for 5th. Yes, for 5th. Not too much action so far this race. Not quite as much as the last race. You'd think this track would owe itself to some slipstreamy shenanigans happening, but not too much, it seems. 6 laps to go. We're over half distance. Well over half distance. Can't maths. As the Lane has a look. No. Slots back in behind. Keeps it single file. We might see some last minute dives here towards the end of this race. As so desperation last lap overtakes happen. Ooh, Downey getting a little close to Lane there. Doesn't tap him. Now Lane on Nicolou. Gets the slipstream. Right on the bumper. Has a look down the inside. Decides against it. Keeps it on the inside. Or keeps it behind. Downey also having a look. Everybody's having a big train of cars here. It's very close racing. But not too many overtake attempts. Meanwhile, Gibrat catching Warner ever so slightly at the top. Oh, it's an overtake. Alongside we go. And through goes... No. Oh, Downey has a look, though. Lane's failed overtake attempt, perhaps costing them a position. No, Downey can't get it done either. But he keeps their position so far. Oh, Downey, bit of a tap there into the back of Lane. Lane gets the corner all wrong because of it. Downey has a look. Is he going to take advantage of his aggression? He is. Lane goes a little wide. Oh! Lane pulls over. And the car blows up. Let's have a look at this again. Yeah, a little further back. Let's have a look at Downey here. With the gyro cam. So around the corner we go. Yeah, Lane goes for the overtake attempt. Doesn't quite get it to work. Yeah, it's pretty late braking by Downey. Pushes Lane off into the dirt. Yeah, and then it's either a black flag or damage to Lane causes them to just pull over, concede the position. Riley Downey with another dirty position. Oh, we missed something there. Riley's down into 13th. What has happened here? Has Riley been given a penalty? Yeah, looks like Downey either got distracted or decided to take a penalty here. This drives off the track and loses a ton of positions. Okay, interesting. Let's take it back to live though. Think about what happened to that in later in the race. Meanwhile, for the lead of the race, Gibrat has managed to catch Warner. 0.2 seconds separates them. Has a look down the inside. Warner takes the defensive line. Works out for him. They keep it going. Behind this is Toe. Still behind. And then Knox behind. But they're nowhere near each other. Then Silver. Another pack. Silver and Nicolou behind. Yeah, we've got a bunch of distinct packs happening. Everyone's forming big gaps. I think we may keep it with these two to the end of the race here. With 4 laps to go. Not even that if you consider the fact that this lap ain't much longer. Gibrat loses out a little bit. Now down to 0.4 seconds. As the night moon rises into the sky. Ooh, gets really close there. Almost punting the back. There's a look down the outside. Nothing to be had. Down the outside again. Can he get it alongside? Not quite. Just barely alongside into the is that a hairpin? I guess it is. But no. No move can be made. Slots back in. Gets into the slipstream. Gets the momentum going. Can he get a slingshot? Goes down the racing line. Warner takes the defensive line. Gibrat tucks down the inside. But no, just swerves around to no avail. I'm going to take a drink because my throat is getting dry. Hopefully nothing happens. Oh man. Fizzy drinks are not that great when your throat's dry, but won't worry about that. La la la. Okay, good. Gibrat. On Warner still. 3 laps left. Can he take the win? Been slipstreaming him the whole race almost. Has the faster race lap time. But yeah, all because of that slipstream. Warner though, incredible qualifying pace. Doesn't have the best of starts. Almost gets taken out by Toe, but manages to recover it. Gets into the lead of the race and has held it since. Gibrat's been trying to keep pace, even with the slipstream. Can't quite catch him. Again, the really wide line here. Tries to make an overtake happen, but costs him so much time. Gibrat falls really far behind Warner. Gets the slipstream though, long straight. Manages to catch up. I don't think an overtake attempt will happen here. He just takes the racing line. Warner takes a really defensive line here. Costs him. Gibrat, ooh, almost makes the switcheroo happen, but he's right on him as we go into the S's. He's alongside. Takes the inside. No, gets on the dirt a little bit. Decides to leave it. Warner takes back his line. Pulls in front. Gibrat loses out. Costs him quite a bit. He was really... That was closest he's gotten so far, I think. If he had just managed to hold it through the S's. Round we go. Can we make anything happen with some slipstream? Update you on the guys behind. Toe is in third. Knox fourth. Silver fifth. Everyone seems to have kept their positions. Not too much overtakings happening. Yeah, everybody is pretty far apart from each other right now. So we'll keep it with our leaders. One lap to go after this. Penultimate lap. Can Gibrat make it happen? Takes the better line around the final corner. Here we go. Final lap. See if we can catch any desperation overtakes. Gibrat pretty far back. Nothing can happen here. We'll probably have to get the first half of the lap pretty clean and make something happen towards the end. Warner, though, takes the racing line. Doesn't take a defensive around that corner this time. Knows he has enough of a gap. Doesn't need to defend. Oh, he messes that up a little bit, though. Gibrat right behind. Still, though, over half a second gap. Gibrat goes wide, even. I think that might be it. I think that may have sealed it. Maybe Gibrat might be taking some liberties with the track limits. Possibly, in order to desperately catch up here. Take some last minute penalties to gain an advantage. But no, still half a second separates them. Penultimate corner. No, it isn't. I know the track, I swear. Still a while to go. Okay, now it's the penultimate corner. Yeah, I don't think anything's happening here. I think this may be the running order, the finishing order for this race. Warner looks like he takes it. He dominates qualifying. Dominates practice. I got those the wrong way around. Doesn't quite dominate the race. Not all the way. But once he got into the lead, he held it. Warner wins the race. Gibrat second place. Behind is Toe after his little incident. Knox, class of his own, strangely, alone for most of the race, comes home in fourth. Silver and Nicolau have a few looks, but nothing too much happening here. Can White make it happen? Get past Luca on the line? No. And there's your finishing order. Noah, though. Noah Johnson. Have a look on Cortius. No last minute overtakes. Alright, that's it. So, let's have a look at our results. Warner wins the race. Pretty interesting start. Qualifies in first. Has a much faster qualifying time. Gets the start all kinds of wrong, though. And, where's the button I want? And, manages to just barely hold it after getting almost span out by Tommy. But keeps it together. Wins the race. Gibrat didn't have a response. As all go the results. Okay, cool. Can I go back to this one, please? No? I'm not allowed to... Okay, sick. Alright, well, I should have done that quicker. Never mind. Alright, well, we don't get to see the results of that. But still, yeah, Warner ran away with it once he got it into the lead. Toe almost took him out. I might be able to find a replay of that, but it was pretty early in the session, and I didn't make a bookmark or anything. But yeah, I wonder what happened with Downey and who was it that got Lane? Downey and Lane We have to try to find out what happens at the end of the race between those two when we get the interviews. Downey and Rain. Write that down. Or Lane, even. But yeah, so we've got 4 minutes till the next race. I'll remove this. So now's the time to go get your tea, coffee, popcorn, whatever. And I'm also going to take a quick break, write down some notes. And yeah. Oh, here we go. You tapped him and he got a slowdown and then he alt F forward. Oh, rip. Well, what happened to you? Did you just go wide or something, Rydog? That was kind of weird. Yeah, Toe almost taking out Warner there. Jeez. You got demolished about 3 times? Okay. Whew. So, apart from the start, it was a pretty quiet race. Not too much happening. Maybe the circuit doesn't quite lend itself to overtakes. You'd think the slipstream would make them pretty frequent, but apparently not. It may have just been a interesting, a calm race. But yeah, some action at the start at least. 2 minutes to the next race. I shouldn't have closed the music. I could have turned the music up for the intermission. Yeah, I gotta remember to do the grid thing faster, the winning thing. I shouldn't try to look at all the last minute overtakes. I should just do the standings. I gotta remember that. And yeah, the sessions thing doesn't seem to work, unfortunately. Oh well. No, I'm not playing. I'm commentating the races. I don't have time to play iRacing recently. No time at all. Whew. Riley punted you once. It felt dirty. Riley punts everyone. Don't worry about it. It'll happen to you sooner or later. Please no Punterino Downer. Downey. Fuck. Downer. Uh-oh. Oh, right. I still have the on the screen. That was pretty dumb. Oh, did I have the qualifying ticker open that whole time? Fuck me, I'm an idiot. I had the qualifying ticker open the whole time. Oh, that's not too bad. Whew. All right. Here we are for the next race. Everyone starts gridding. So, the top 10 from the last race now start in reverse order. So if we, why can't I... Okay, thank you. So yeah, top 10 start in reverse order. Let's have a quick look at the grid before the race starts. So now Bob Poplet starts in first, Pitterkin second, White third, Luca fourth, Nicolau 5th, Silver 6th, Knox 7th, Toe 8th, Gibrat 9th, and Warner 10th. Everybody else starts in their previous finishing positions. Right, with yeah, Lane in last as they had to, well, they quit. Okay, let's have a look at the front. Okay, that's a good angle. Alright, 14 more laps of Twin Ring. And away we go, green. Poplar gets off to a pretty slow start. It's getting swarmed by the others behind him. As everybody shuffles around, too much action to commentate. People get good starts. Poplar, ooh, breaks really early, loses his first place, falls down into second, a little squiggly behind. Nobody gets punted off the track. Into the first set of S's. Everybody keeping it clean. Yeah, this looks good so far. So we switch to that view. Alright, here we go. Down the first straight of the lap. If you're starting from the grid, I guess. What am I saying? Poplar's back into first. Goes really wide, though. Doesn't have the temperature of the tyres. Everyone's on ice skates at the start of the race. That means Pitkin back into first. White second. Why is that not? Okay, yeah, Pitkin first. White second. Poplar third. Luca fourth and Nicolau fifth. I won't do all of them because there's a lot happening right now. Still got some gaps happening. Pitkin's getting away from White a bit. Poplar holding up the next pack behind. Luca having a look on Poplar. Nothing to be done. Round we go. Everyone keeps their line. Some overtaking happening at the back. We've got some alongside. It's looks like Warner is making his way up the pack. Warner already into 8th place. About to be 7th here. He makes it. No, doesn't quite get it. Oh, bit of argy-bargy down. He punts another. A bit of crashing happens. But Warner, no, losing out. Can he get rounds? No, loses out position. He's going to lose quite a few here. He's offline and everyone else is going up down the racing line alongside him. Yeah, Warner down into 13th now. Falls back to this pack. A race winner having a bit of a struggle at the start here. Oh, a bit of crashing happens. Bit of punting there. Someone has to do a rejoin, but I think we're good. Meanwhile, at the front of the pack, Pittigan, who was running away with it, goes wide. White taking the opportunity, catching up. I was about to say Pittigan was running away with it, but yeah, he goes really wide into one of those corners. Not having the best of starts, apart from being first. But White a little too far back to challenge, but does catch up quite a lot. As Poplar overtakes Knox here. No, that's Gibrat. Things are complicated. Gibrat, though, doesn't give up. Keeps the racing line. Poplar alongside. Too wide into the first corner. Poplar does have the inside line, though. And he makes good use of it as Knox catches up behind. On both of their tails now. Into the S's we go. Ooh. Goes really wide, does Gibrat. Yeah, he loses out to Poplar. Now he's worrying about Knox and the other two behind him. Whoa, there's some real widers there. Everybody keeps it straight though. Some more people going wide further back. Meanwhile, first place. Pittigan still holding on. White right behind. Luca a second down. As we get some changes back here. Let's go back to this battle. Poplar holding up Knox and Gibrat. Quite a lot of, not so much packing happening this time, and more everybody just sort of spreading out evenly. And we go into the next corner. Bit of a straight. Can anyone make a move happen with the slipstream? Doesn't look like it. Everybody keeps it single file. Round we go. White seems to have been lost Pitterkin a bit here. Starting to get challenged by Luca behind. Still half a second, over half a second separates our top 6 drivers. Let's see if there's any action further afield. Let's have a look at Johnson on Moore here. Around the first bends. Into the S's. No, nothing to be had here. Through some S's. A little bit of a straight before the hairpin. Got someone having a look. I think that's Knox having a look down the order, but nothing happening. Let's have a look. Can Johnson make anything happen? No, too far back. Keeps it single file. But he is only less than half a second away from the driver in front of Moore. Not too much to be had here. Meanwhile, for second place, Luca catching White. Pitterkin running away with it. 1.5 seconds up the road now. Even with that mistake early, still keeps it clean. Gets it going. Really big pack forming here for as we've got a crasher somewhere. Evan Adams out of this race. I don't know if that's a crash or a disconnect. Something happened further back. We got a lot of gaps forming. Let's have a look further back. Gibrat on Poplar. On Nicolau. Doesn't seem like this track lends itself to overtakes too well. Oh, as we get some more wide. Everybody loves going wide on that corner there. Maybe even gaining from it. Poplar defending from Gibrat. But nothing happening. A bit of an overtake happening behind. It's Toe on Knox. As Toe makes his way up. Goes to the outside of that corner because the inside of the next S. Round we go. Warner having a look. Yeah, will he make it happen? Warner. No. But here we are, next corner, down the straight. Takes the racing line. Knox is left out. Knox brakes really early there. Doesn't have the favourable line. Has to take an early break, but keeps it going. Gets it round. Keeps it in front. Warner takes it really wide to the line. Forces him into the inside. Then takes the outside himself. Takes the preferred racing line. Too wide. Oh, switches down into the apex. Takes the racing line no matter what. Oh, was that a bit of a tap there even into the corner? Not sure. But everybody keeps it clean. Meanwhile, a bit of a battle happening in front. It's all happening here. Down the straight. The long middle straight. Everybody, we're getting like 3 wide almost here. Everybody keeps it too wide. Oh, bit of a bash. Poplar bashing Nicolau. But keeps it together. Nobody getting too messed up. Around the corner. Oh, we got a spinner. Is that Riley on the dirt there? Don't know if he held it. He did hold it. So we've got alongside Gibrat on Poplar. Sorry, this is Nicolau on Poplar. Oh, he makes it past. Oh, a bit of a bash. Doesn't expect him to be there. As Knox bashes into the side of Gibrat. It's all happening. I can't keep up. Everybody's packed in around the last corner. Here comes the big straight. 3 wide down the back straight. What is going to happen here into this corner? No, they've settled it out. Not 3 wide now. Just lots of 2x2s. Alongside we go. Oh, a bit of a bashing at the back there. Bit aggressive. I think someone got punted by Downey again. Oh, it's Downey spins one. Let's have a look. What happened there? Let's take a look at instant replay. I feel like we watched these spins by Downey quite a lot here. Oh, no. It was actually in front of bit of action. And then Downey takes advantage. Yeah, it doesn't get given the space. I don't actually think that's Downey's fault, to be fair. He was entitled to that space and doesn't get given it. Alright, as we go back to live pictures. Knox on Gibrat with Warner behind. So our previous podium sitters, almost, down into 6th, 7th, 8th here. Not too much happening for the lead, but Knox having a look on Gibrat. Takes a look down the inside, doesn't get given the position, doesn't get given the space. Takes the racing line, gets a little bit slidey. Warner keeping his time, biding his time behind. Already battling and losing out. Here we go, down the straight. Any slipstreams happen. Knox goes to the inside, decides better of it. Takes the racing line, single file round we go. Meanwhile, in the lead, Pitterkin, 2.5 seconds ahead of White. White, who then leads Luca, a second between them. Poplar, 2 seconds down from that. Nicolau, a second behind him. But that's where we are now, with Knox, Gibrat, and Nicolou battling for 5th place. Gets alongside. Ooh, goes really wide there. They might lose. Gibrat might lose out a lot here. That's not Gibrat, sorry. That's Nicolau. Might lose out a lot here. And he does. Ooh, a bit of a tap of the dirt. Everyone keeping it together. Warner gives Nicolou a tap on the back there. Reminds him he's there. He wants to go through. 7 laps left. Half distance. This is a much tighter battle, tighter race than last time. Reverse grid order doing wonders. Oh, as Nicolou goes wide again. This time losing out to Warner. Now Lane behind them. As the battle's not over. Warner alongside. Gets the inside line. Preferred line round this corner. Gets a nose ahead. As Lane has a look. Brakes super late there. Almost makes a pass happen from nowhere. Doesn't get it done. Warner up into 7th place. Started from 10th. We know he's the fastest man out there. But reverse grid is pretty tricky. I think you should be happy with a 7th place. Might make more happen if he catches Knox. Meanwhile, Nicolou on Warner. Side by side. They give each other room. But I don't think it's necessary because they're pretty far apart. Yeah. Oh, that's a spin. That was a punt off the track there. Let's have a look at that again. What happened here? So we've got Lane on Gibrat as they go into the start of the S's. Lane just gets it alongside and Gibrat goes to the turn in. Doesn't realise he's alongside and taps him. Unintentional pit maneuver. Very unfortunate. Gibrat now down into... where is Gibrat? Oh no, Gibrat's in 5th. Who am I thinking of? Oh, Nicolau. I'm getting people mixed up. Nicolau down into 12th now. Unfortunate. Behind Downey and Johnson. The battle for 10th place as Downey has a look. Oh, a Constantina effect into the hairpin there. Everyone bouncing up against each other. There's heavy braking happening to the car in front. Nobody too damaged though. That looks alright. But yeah, unfortunate by Nicolau there. Gets span out. Right, let's pick it back up to the pack. Luca has a look on White for 2nd place. Doesn't make anything happen. Into the S's we go. Sorry, we already went through them. Into the corner we go. Whoa, as Poplar brakes super late. Almost slams it into the back of Luca. Luca goes to the outside. We'll get the inside for the next corner. Yeah, gets it quite far ahead on the preferred line. Poplar having a look in there as well. Might make it past 2. No, White losing out. Keeps it alongside though. Like, battle continues into the final corner. Now Luca with the inside here. Sorry, White with the inside. Still side by side even after the corner. Down the down the start straight. What's going to happen here? Into the hairpin. I think White may have lost out a bit. As Poplar gets boxed in by 3 other drivers at the back. Keeps it clean. Here we go. So many pit maneuvers happening around these corners. With people not realizing they have people alongside. But everybody keeps it clean this time. Luca up into second place. Oh, we got a fucking... someone going wide there. I think that was actually Gibrat that time. Oh, big crash happening. Oh, carnage on the track. Let's have a look. What happened here? That one. So Gibrat going round alongside with Poplar. Oh, Poplar swerves in on him, spins him out. Gibrat holds it, but the rejoin check. Oh, he fails his rejoin tech. Takes a tyre. Oh, and down he slams into the back of him as carnage happens. Unfortunate. Let's have another look. This time from Gyro. Let's have a look. Gibrat gets punted off. Holds it. But doesn't check his mirrors as he rejoins straight into traffic. Gets damaged. And then he's just a passenger from there. Damn. Alright. Let's go back to live pictures. What's happening? We have the battle for second place. White on Luca. Pitterkin, who got into the lead early in this race, almost lost it, but then held it and kept going. Still in the lead, 7.5 seconds down the road. Not even on your screen right now. There's battles further back. Ooh, we have a tight one back here. This is for 5th place. Lane on Warner on Poplar. No, this is the final race of the evening, Jack. We got interviews after this. Maybe some replays if I can find it. Should have been making some bookmarks. I've got to get... It's hard to do all of this myself. Anyway, Lane... Sorry, Warner on Poplar here. Alongside... 2 wides. Into the next corner. Keeps it there. Can Warner make it up into 6th from the 10th place? Be a good point haul if he can. No, loses out to Poplar. Can't make it happen. Keeps having a look. Only 3 laps to go here. At Twin Ring. In the night. Oh, that's a slam. Whoa, Warner. Slamming it right into the rear of Poplar. Can Lane make anything that's happened? They're 3 wide down the straight. 2 laps left. I think Warner might have a lot of damage to the front of that car. It certainly looks like it. Poplar probably has damage to the rear. 3 wides into the first hairpin. No, Poplar decides better of it. Lane, though, gets up into 6th place now. Let's have a look at that incident, shall we? What happened here? Oh, a little further back. Let's just rewind it. Okay. So let's have a look what happens. Oh, Poplar with the early brake. Brake testing Warner there. Warner doesn't expect it at all. Gets slammed into. And then they have their little drag race down the straight. Okay. They're still battling. Warner down into 7th, though. Maybe losing a lot of speed because of the damage to the front of his car. Lane, though, is the real winner from this situation. Gains a 6th place. Might even get 5th here from Poplar if the damage is too much. Ahead of these guys, Pitkin still 7.5 seconds in front of Luca, who's now a 2nd in front of White. Knox, half a second behind, who may be the only one of a hope of a leading overtake other than these guys. Lane takes a look down the outside. Difficult to overtake around the outside of this corner. Warner still hungry, still wants it even after the big crash and there's all of his damage. But this is the straight. This is where he'll lose all of his speed. Yep, he acknowledges it. Slips in behind. Goes for the slipstream as we're on the final lap. Can Warner make a last-minute overtake to gain 6th place and be the overall points winner of these races? I think. Asterisk. Ow. Okay. Anyway. Warner takes the racing line early. As Lane goes alongside Poplet. Poplet holds it. Ooh, a little bit of a bash. But all fair in love of war. Lane loses out. Warner makes it alongside Lane. Just a half a car's width ahead. Loses out again to Poplet. Sorry, to Lane. Meanwhile, behind them, we got Venhoff and Johnson. Steph Venhoff coming out of nowhere. It's suddenly into the frame here. This is it. Pittigan, I believe, winning the race. Pittigan wins race 2 at Twin Ring. Meanwhile, back to the battle. Yeah, Luca 2nd, White 3rd, Knox 4th, Poplet 5th, Lane 5th, 6th. Warner finishes ultimately in 7th, even with damage. Whoa, big crashes happen at the end of the celebratory crash. Alright, good. Let's have a look at the grid. Did it all get messed up? No, it didn't. Okay, so here's our final results. Pittigan runs away with it, wins the race. Luca in 2nd, nowhere near him. White 3rd, Knox gets 4th. Poplet keeps 5th. Lane gets it up into 6th. Warner, because of the slamming into the back of Poplet, gets 7th. Noah Johnson up into 8th. Steph, who didn't qualify at the start of this race, I'll remind you, works their way all the way up into 9th. Nicolou 10th. Tommy Toe, who had a good opportunity at the first race, and ultimately ends in 11th here in the second one. Gibrat 12th. Silver 13th. Moore 14th. Stevenson 15th. Szybelski 16th. Courtois 17th. Manning 18th. Downey with the retirement 19th. Pinoge 20th. And Adams 21st. Yeah, I'm never going to pronounce those names right. So there you are. Those are our 2 races for this evening. I would show you the final results, but they will need to be tallied up by staff. As I hear crashing noises happen. Alright. Oh, crazy race at the end there. Lots of spins, lots of takings off. Reverse grid always mixes things up. Still though, Pittigan just flying away to victory. Never got challenged. It seems like the leaders were just running away with it. Alright, let's see if we can get any interviews. A rejoin hit you hard, yeah. I could try to find some replays maybe, but it'd be pretty difficult to do it with my software that doesn't quite work right. And I don't think I don't have a next incident button bound, so it'd be pretty difficult to look at that way. Let's see, do we have any? Oh, we have one. Hello, tell the audience who you are.
I'm Andreas Moore, and yeah, this race was kind of bad for me.
Yeah?
In the first race, I went to the toilet 2 minutes before it started, thinking there was enough time, and then it wasn't, so I missed the start.
Yeah, you were the one who didn't connect. Yeah,
I was connected, I just...
it didn't grid, yeah.
Yeah, but... So, that was a complete disaster. I tried fighting my way back through the grid. That also didn't really work. I don't know if you can show the replay. At what point I barged Gale a bit off the way. I thought I was like further alongside him. But,
right. I didn't see that. When was that? The first race?
Lap 8 in the first race.
Let's
like,
have a look.
at the start of lap 8.
Let's see. I might be able to find it. But yeah, what happened? You barged Gale out of the way?
Yeah, I thought I was further alongside him, but then he just like kind of turned into me, and it wasn't really that much of a problem. Like these cars are sturdy enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, then in the second race was also kind of bad. In the first lap, or Noah hit me really hard in the rear because I was braking a bit early, and then I was getting like screwed over by the off tracks, or not the off tracks, the slowdowns for cutting the track.
I think I found it. So you go
Yeah,
down the inside of the first corner.
yeah,
Yeah, Gale turns in, yeah. And you just have the little push party to correct it. Very good. Alright. Cool. Sorry, did you say how your second race went? I was reading.
yeah. It wasn't really that great because of the slowdowns.
Okay.
It's a problem on every track and in every sim that the penalty systems are really inconsistent.
Yeah, I've even seen the F1 having issues with that, with not having the strict rules, and everyone's just gaining time by cutting the track. It's either too strict or not strict enough.
Exactly, and like just inconsistent across the range of tracks or even in the track itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the championship has drop weeks, or at least one will drop. It won't hurt my standings too much. But yeah, the races were so quite fun. So
Cool.
anyone else you wanna?
Yeah,
say?
I've got Checkers up next, so yeah, thanks, and
Right.
good luck next time.
Yeah. So you don't know.
Oh, okay, I moved in early. Alright. Hello. Who is this? Tell the audience who you are.
Yes, this is Henry Pettickerton. No, I'm Ian Lane. I finished 6th in the second race.
What was the name? Sorry?
Ian. Yeah, I finished 6th.
Oh yeah,
in the
Lane.
second
Yeah.
race. From the back.
Oh, okay, so let's.
Riley said I should come in here because I gained 15 spots or something. So here I am.
Yeah. Okay. So you did you rage quit the first race?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I screwed up my qualifying, so it's twin ring. It was very hard to pass, and had a really fast car in the long run. Kind of just saved my tires, and you know, Riley Downing there. He might have put on his clown nose for a second because he punted me real hard into that last corner.
Yeah.
I like to make fun. I like to pick on Riley. And then I was so out of control. I got so far into the grass. I got to slow down, and being slow on the front straightaway was just frustrating as is. So I just pulled over. I probably shouldn't have quit because it kind of made Riley feel worse, which I do feel bad about, and probably made more drama. But the second race was good. I started last, and somehow I was battling for a top 5 on the very last lap.
Yeah. Damn, that's pretty good. Well, I can't remember. Did you get spun? No. There was a spin in front of you on the last race, wasn't there? Well, not a spin, but was it a battle? I'm trying to remember. Something happened in front of you, right?
Yeah, Cedric, I think it was the pack in front of me because I caught up to Squawky or Bob there at the very end. I think he and Cedric big net coded, and whoever was behind me got destroyed. And I think Squawky was pretty damaged. I was catching him pretty quick, and we had a little contact on the last lap, but he was just defending as hard as he could.
Yeah, that was
to
it.
keep me out of the top 5.
Warner rear-ended Squawky.
Yeah, it looked like there was some net code though. So
I don't know. It was more like a brake check to me when I watched the replay.
yeah, I don't know. There was definitely some second race incidents that looked a little net codey. I net coded Jason.
All right.
Like 9 or 10 laps in, and it was pretty bad net code. There was a decent space between us. We shouldn't have really made contact, but I don't know. It was a fun race. The second one was. The track is fun to lap, but it's very technical and pretty hard to pass. says the guy that passed 15 people, but I got a lot of freebies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad Twin Ring was on the schedule, but it's a really technical place, and hopefully nobody's feelings got too hurt. I definitely probably made Riley feel sad about hitting me, and I think he blew the very next corner.
Yeah. I didn't know if he like black flagged himself or what. I went to him and suddenly he's like off the track. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks. Well, yeah, it's good. Looks like a good track, but everyone was struggling to get any overtakes done at all.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because the hardest place to get stopped is downhill, and it's after a long slipstream, so it's really easy to miss turn one and just slam into somebody. Then you have a really bunch of tight corners. So it's a weird track, but it's fun to lap, but very hard to race on. And I don't know. Next week, I think we go to Homestead, so that'll be pretty similar.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Thanks. We did have someone else in the interview wait room, but then they left, so I guess not. All right. Well, thanks. I guess I'll finish this here. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I'm not sure when the results get updated. Probably in like an hour or two. Not too long. So yeah, we'll see what the results is. It's a bit complicated because they have the whole scoring system thing. It's not as simple as like who wins and stuff because there's like 2 races and points divvied up and whatnot. But yeah, it was a good race. Good races. Enjoyed it. Good good action. Not of the clean kind, but you know, it's all good. Fun stuff to watch. It's nothing too serious happening, I don't think anyone's getting too salty. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Next race will be same time 2 weeks from now, so
Josh,
Sundays.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh.
If you go on the league page, the points are updated.
Oh, okay, cool.
I did it on time this time.
Wow, perfect. What, you mean the Google sheet?
No, on the
iRacing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring that up before I end. Okay, cool, thanks. Alright, yeah, I'll quickly bring up that page. So we'll just switch to this real quick and I'll bring it up. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, same time next week. Well, not sorry, next week, 2 weeks from now. So the 5th of April, Sunday, will be the next one. Alright, let's see if I can find the standings. Just give the old UI a second to start. And then it starts on the wrong page. Good stuff.
Tommy's in here for an interview.
Oh, okay. Hello, Tommy.
Oh, hello.
Hello, how did your race go?
First race was quite ho-hum. I got an amazing start. Started third, and I got passed a couple of times after leading a little bit, but I can take away a third place finish. In race 2, however, I recall one time one of my teammates complaining about the inverted field format. I can see why he doesn't like it.
Well, you're just getting swamped.
Yeah, it's like cars freaking everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
But the damage front end and nearly beating someone for 10 plays, I can take home a good points day.
Yeah, you're a second in the season at the moment.
Yeah. I just feel like the Roselia Bond Dream Audi RS3 was pretty damn quick right at the gate, and that's despite having a couple of laps of practice combined last night and today, and after running some GT1 earlier. So it's a great day of racing for me.
Nice. I did notice your omission of almost spinning Warner on the first race.
Yeah, like twice I have great starts, but Mike kind of threw the block on me at the start, which I made contact. That's alright. I got the lead anyway, but just couldn't hold on to it for long.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah, it was good.
still a great points day.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to carry this momentum to Miami.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's the next track, yeah. Sick. Alright, well, thanks a lot. And yeah, good luck not next weekend, but in 2 weekends from now.
All right, thanks for having me.
Alright, see ya, bye.
Bye.
Alright, cool. Sorry, everyone's like telling me this in the interview room, but I didn't notice. Alright, okay, so let's have a look at our final results for this race, or both races that we've had. So, Gibrat now into the lead, 49 points. Pretty consistent finishes. Both weekends we've had Tommy Toe, who we just spoke to, now into second. So, yeah, he's getting some good points here. Bob Poplar third, Knox fourth, Warner fifth. And, yeah, you can have a look at the rest. So, yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, 2 weeks from now will be the next races. And, yeah. I'll see you then, I guess. I'll leave it on this screen for a bit. But yeah, I see you guys later. Goodbye.